Hello, welcome to Mina's Bookshelf. Welcome back. If you're not new on the channel, I'm doing another reading about this British royal family saga going on. And today, I'm going to talk about the meeting that actually happened between Prince Harry and King Charles. The meeting happened on September 10th, I think, and it was certainly not tea for two because apparently the king was never alone. I don't know if the rumors of particular requests on the side of Harry of having this meeting face to face with nobody else around were real, but if they were, those requests were not satisfied. The king apparently was never alone. Now, according to different sources, different media outlets, the meeting, information about the duration of the meetings change depending on which side of this saga the media outlets are. So some media outlets claim that the meeting lasted about an hour, and some others, like The Sun, for example, claim that the meeting lasted only 20 minutes. They hadn't seen each other for 19 months or so. So Harry didn't even go through the main gate of Clarence's house. I think that's the place where they met. He used the visitor's door, the back door, so to speak. So I'm going to use different tarot decks, and if you wonder why I'm going to use so many different decks, I'm going to use one per each of the people involved in this saga, in this event, and I'm going to read the energies of each of them. So I want the reading to be accurate, and I want to be able to see if there are repeat cards. That would not be possible if I used only one tarot deck for the entire picture here, and the entire cast of characters. So if you have any questions about the decks that I'm using, please drop a comment. Sometimes I remember to put it in the description of the video. Sometimes I completely forget. And the first thing that I'm going to ask is the tarot is to give us a general idea of the energy of this meeting. Energy of the meeting. For this, I'm going to use the tarot and a couple of fortune-telling decks. So, spirit guides from the pure white light. What do we need to know about the general energy of the meeting between Prince Harry and King Charles on September, I think it was September 10th. Not much has been revealed about the topic of conversation and the outcome of the meeting, although some of the sources, some of the media outlets talk about progress being made. Harry moved on to visit Ukraine, apparently, after the meeting. He was in London to be part of an event organized by one of his charity foundations, favorite charities. And if you apparently there's also a claim that says that Prince Harry pledged, I mean, he didn't write a check, he pledged an incredible amount of money towards this charity. And if you ask me, this is what a good PR would recommend to him in order to shift the attention from all the controversy and the negativity and the toxicity of whatever comes from, the news outlet regarding his wife, regarding himself. So the first thing you do, a big, outstanding, boastful, bold, big action, like big donation, so that people will remember that, and that might change what the public opinion is about him. Okay, so what was the general energy of this meeting? Wow. 3 cards off the bat. We have the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. Well, somebody went into this meeting, of course, with with some very determined and clear intentions. They really took their chances, and I really think that this is Harry's energy. He was really hoping to receive this opportunity from his father to meet him after so long, after phone calls and invitations to meet had been rejected over and over. He really jumped on the opportunity. He really jumped on the opportunity. Let's see what the fortune telling cards. Oh, we have the Chariot in reverse, which would tell me that probably things didn't go well, didn't go according to his plans. Maybe he wasn't in control. He thought he would be in control of this meeting, but he wasn't. Behind that, we have Justice and the Queen of Wands. There she is, our Meghan. Meghan, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. Well, the World in reverse and the Tower. There is a disruption here, something that went wrong, something that was not successful with this World in reverse. Somebody has been quite unwise in taking certain steps, and there's here like revealing a dishonesty. These two together, the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Cups, it's like it's not true love. It was faked. This is Queen of Wands. This is Meghan. That's her energy. So is this energy referring to her? Like she wasn't, not really honest. And here, oh, the Justice card. Is this a separation? Could be. Separation and the Chariot. Was it one of the topics of this conversation? So the general energy is the energy of somebody who is taking a major chance on the opportunity that was offered, the opportunities that were offered. Somebody went in there with a lot of intention, very determined. Now, what was the topic of the conversation? I cannot imagine how difficult it must have been for him in such a short span of time with the people around. I hope seniors, advisors, and lawyers were around Charles as well. What was the topic of the conversation? What was discussed during this meeting? What was discussed during this meeting? We have the Two of Cups or the Reconciliation card. I'm taking the ones that actually flipped and they're showing their face. The Two of Cups, so getting together, it's a card that indicates union, positive attraction. It's like mutual attraction. It might have been that Harry wanted this meeting, but his father might have wanted this meeting as well. Ten of Cups, this is about the dynasty, the legacy, the family, the foundations of the family, is the heritage, is the royal family with all the perks, of course, since we have pentacles here. The discussion might have been that somebody wanted to rejoin the family. Five of Wands and the Eight of Cups, which is the energy of somebody who wants to walk away from conflicts, from arguments. Let's see what else fell out of the deck here. And we have the Ten of Swords, who wanted to put an end to it because we really have reached a rock bottom here. And the Three of Cups. And this is a card that talks about lack of harmony, lack of union, lack of, mutual friendly feelings. And there's a few more cards that wanted to be seen. On the bottom, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This could be Queen Camilla, that probably wasn't, on board with this whole idea. Or it might have been one of the reasons why there was big contrast, big conflict with the royal family. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in this case might be the father figure here. It might be the authority. It could be King Charles. So it feels like the conversation verted about the possibility of returning in the folds of the family because tired of being, in conflict, in opposition with the entire family. It's, wanted to finally have a new beginning after, having reached the lowest point of this disagreement and disharmony. And this might be, an obstacle standing in the way. Maybe this is Queen Camilla. She might be very worried about the emperor in reverse. This might give us an idea of a very disempowered King Charles, maybe due to his lack of good health. It could be one of the reasons. It could be also that it's King Charles might be losing some of his authority over the family in the eye of the public opinion and so forth. I'll put these cards back in the deck because I'm not sure they were supposed to be in the reading. But as I see, we have a 5 of Swords, a 4 of Cups. So this is about the ultimate separation between two parties. It's like stabbing somebody here in the back, being very mean, walking away. And we have the rejection card, the 4 cups in reverse, and the 7 of wands in reverse, and the devil of the devil in reverse. This is might be the energy of this conversation here. There's somebody who needs to get eliminate the toxicity and the shackles they have in their lives, stop fighting back, and walking away from a very toxic, humiliating, I would say, situation. And that might as well be how Harry feels about whatever convinced him to take such a horrible and negative and hostile stand towards his family over the years. And we know what that might be. Okay, so this is the energy according to the tarot. Let's see what the fortune telling cards have to say about the general energy of this meeting between King Charles and Harry, his son Harry. He's still prince, right? And we have a fish in reverse. For me, fish in reverse is about abundance and money. There's a lack of money here. There's no money. If somebody here was, convinced that this meeting might have led to some, I'm thinking also about that 10 of Pentacles there, reconciliation in order to get access to funds. Boot, it's about moving forward. We have the tombstone in reverse. Oh, wow. This and the man in reverse. Okay, this is not a very positive picture of the situation, because it feels like it might be a conversation about money. And with the tombstone and the man in reverse here, this could be King Charles. And what, as Harry said during his interview with the BBC, he doesn't know how long his father is going to be around due to his illness. So any money connected to that passing speaks volume about inheritance. Inheritance, a will, and it really feels like the energy of this meeting, the intent behind this meeting was probably to secure money, access to money. Yeah, but Prince Charles is, God willing, going to be around, and he's not releasing any statement about dropping his duties or abdicating or anything. And then as long as he's alive, there will be no money. So what was the topic of the conversation? I'm gonna ask the Lenormand. We have the letter, official communication. The house, which might represent, the comfort of the royal family, the house, feels to me like royal family. For me, the lily is an indication of nobility. So messages, it could be also contracts with the royal family. An agreement, a written contract, becoming part again of the royal family. We have the tower, which might indicate institution. The royal institution might indicate also royal duties. This could be the palace. Oh, the wish card, the well, broom and whip. We have the man, and we have the clouds. The dark side of the clouds is right next to the man. Doesn't give me a good vibe about this man, because this man might hide his true intentions. It really feels like the wish here is to go against, to fight. But this intention is not clearly expressed. There are problems here. This is a person that might be also experiencing an inner debate, an inner conflict. Let's see what comes after the clouds. So what is standing on the light side? Yeah, agreement, contract, marriage. This could be also, and maybe the topic of the conversation was something about the state of his marriage. Maybe a lot of argument, a lot of conflicts, a lot of problems that he might have kept hidden. But also, this could be that what's standing here on the light side of the cloud is to return to a sort of agreement between him and the royal family after the conflicts. Let's ask another deck. What was the topic of the conversation between Harry and King Charles? What was the topic of the conversation? We have the courtship, and of course this meeting has, according to the cards, the feeling of courting, trying to woo Prince King Charles into accepting the reunion, accepting the resolution of conflicts. And then we have toil and labor, because here somebody is working really hard and is suffering a lot and is going through a lot of sacrifices, a lot of hard work. Despair, somebody here is desperate, and I would believe this is Harry's energy. This could indicate also his union with Meghan. This could be Meghan and Harry going through a very difficult time. What else? What was the topic of the conversation? I don't know how deep he could go, Harry, in details, consider that other people were there. I'm not sure it was disclosed anywhere who these people in the meeting were. But they were certainly not William and Catherine. And actually, I'm going to have a question for the cards in a bit to ask what's going on with them, with the Princess and Prince of Wales, about this meeting. Bad health. Okay, this could be, the energy of a union, of a marriage that is really bad. It's in poor health. This is just a metaphorical way to say that the marriage is not going well at all. It's not in good shape. It's going through a lot of toil and labor, a lot of problems. Somebody is desperate, is losing hope. Or this could be also the energy of Harry trying to reconcile with the royal family, which, it's true both ways, because this is what he's going through. Okay? So this is just to get an idea of what was the energy of the meeting, what was the topic of discussion. Now, I would like to ask a different deck. I might leave these cards on the table, although this table will become extremely flooded with cards, but I might need to refer to them. So my next question is, after asking the cards what was the energy and what was the topic of discussion, what was Harry's actual secret unspoken goal agenda for this meeting? And for this, I'm going to use the let's see which deck. This one, Ciro Marchetti. Oops, 9 of Cups. Okay, we'll keep this card in mind. So this is about his selfish desires. So what was the secret goal, unspoken agenda, justice of this meeting with his father? It might be about rectifying past wrongs. It might be about some important decision. It might be about legalities. We have the Star card, and I'm going to cover this a little bit because I love Ciro Marchetti's decks, but sometimes they're too revealing. So the Star card here. So this is about a secret hope to rectify a wrong, to rectify a situation. This might be referring to any legal situations going on with them, which might be, for example, his crusade against the press, this crusade to get his security back. We have the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Chariot in reverse. This is the second time that the Chariot appears in the reading and appears again in reverse. This is about something that has failed, something that hasn't succeeded, something that has gone the wayside, very disappointing, very hurtful. This is about feelings of disappointment, feelings of heartache, of betrayal, of cheating. So, but the central card here at the heart, there's hope. So he really went into this meeting with a hope in his heart, a wish in his heart to rectify wrong situation. It feels to me like, I don't know, we'll see if there are any more cards will indicate this, but there might be a little bit of remorse here for what went wrong, for the things that happened in the past, the things that he might have said, decisions he might have made. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. The Seven of Swords in reverse, and that's the other question, with the King of Coins and the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords. This is the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Coins. So I don't think he's being very clear about his financial needs. And if it's true that he made a pledge of $1 million or £1 million, I'm not even sure in which currency he made this pledge to the charity, the Well Child or something like that. I mean, I don't think he's been very truthful about expressing how bad his financial situation is, because you think if he made such a big pledge, it's probably because he has money to spend. But this is not what the cards are saying. The hidden agenda, the secret goal, might be to get some money from his father. Get money from his father, but it feels like somebody here is not truthful about how much they have. There's loss here. See this jar for the Ten of Coins? It's actually upside down, which means that the money is coming out, is pouring out. There's a lot of waste, a lot of loss here. He might have lost. King of Swords. Is this a loss following a separation, maybe? Separation from Meghan? Yeah, we'll see. We'll keep going. But anyway, the hidden goal, the unexpressed agenda wish is for him to rectify a goal, because things have gone awry. Things for him have gone horribly since he made the decision to leave the family, the royal family, for the sake of his wife. Now, the next question. What is his secret intention for the future? What is his secret intention following this meeting? What is his secret intention? Something that he hasn't expressed. Something that didn't come up in the meeting. Something that he wants to keep to himself, keep hidden. Ooh, we have the Ten of Swords again, and we had the Ten of Swords in the cards before. There is the Page of Wands, the Ten of Swords. These are very bad news. Very bad news. Very bad news. What else do we need to know about his true and unexpressed hidden intentions for this meeting with his father? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know about his hidden agenda, hidden intentions? We have the Strength card. Strength. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, and we have the Magician in reverse. Well, this is a situation that is not improving, or that will not improve. And there's actually an inability here with the Magician in reverse, either because there is not a wheel, or because there are all sorts of, losses and, lack of tools in order for him to move forward. I think he's really holding on, holding tight, hoping to have a new beginning, to start on the right foot after this major ending and disappointment here. But it doesn't look like there's any possibility for him to really improve the situation. Six of Coins. Yeah, receiving help. Receiving financial support from his father. Page of Swords. Four of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords and Judgment. The Empress card and the Three of Cups. This is a desire, hidden, unexpressed, to possibly solve the situation, have a second chance with his father before he passes, because he knows, Harry knows, that if the situation with his family, with the royal family, doesn't get resolved in his favor before his father passes, it's going to be very hard for him to ever come back. The door will be closed, shut, and nailed and bolted for him. He'll never be back to come back. He'll never be able to come back, if this happens. Help is not going to come. This is why he's pushing now, when his father is still around. For me, the Four of Swords card might indicate also the passing. In reverse, he's pushing forward now before his father passes, because what he wants is to ask for money. That's the real unexpressed goal in this situation. Now, let's go into Charles. So how did Charles feel about this meeting? How did he react? What did he say? And for this, I'm going to use the Titanic deck. So, what was Charles' energy and reaction in this meeting with his son Harry after 19 months? after his last meeting with them. What was King Charles? Energy, feeling, thoughts towards his son, towards this meeting. We have the Emperor, that's his energy, the Moon. Something was being kept, under wrap, was being kept secret. I wonder if he didn't share the details of this meeting with William, maybe. The Six of Swords. This is an improvement of the situation, leaving the Five of Swords energy of conflict and arguments and toxicity and venom and poisonous relationship behind. I think he really wants to move forward. The Anxiety card with the Nine of Swords. One more. And the Wheel of Fortune. So, King Charles, and I would say it's understandable, really wants to move forward, really wants to spin, turn the steering wheel towards the end of a conflict, restoring balance and harmony. With this Moon card, he might not have expressed clearly to anybody that this is what he wants. Secretly, he really wants to use his, paternal authority to reestablish harmony in the family. He's tired. He's really tired of conflict. What did he say? What did he tell his son? What did King Charles told his son? We have the Three of Pentacles, that he's willing to work with them. Maybe. The Lovers, absolutely. Reconciliation, union, choices to come together, to reunite. What about this? What about the team effort, working together, rebuilding the relationship? We have the Chariot in reverse, and this is the third time that the Chariot in reverse appears in this reading. This is why I'm using different decks. There's definitely something there. The Chariot in reverse, it means something that goes horribly wrong, a delay, a detour, things that don't go well according to plan, losing control of the situation. What else do we need to know about what Charles told his son Harry during this meeting? At least what came through the surface. And then the King of Cups and the Ace of Coins. This is about, offering an opportunity, maybe even actual material help. This is a very compassionate energy. This is him. The King of Cups is King Charles. Definitely came through the cards in his usual suit and usual court card. So I really feel like King Charles wants to offer Harry an opportunity, and he told him. And if there was during the conversation any talk about money and difficulties and struggles, like it comes through the fortune-telling cards there, the toil and labor, the losses, those 10 of Pentacles in reverse, he might have actually offered him some sort of material support, a chance to reunite, work together again, come together after this Chariot in reverse here, after things went horribly wrong. So he might have judgment, giving somebody a second opportunity. What are King Charles' unexpressed feelings and thoughts towards this meeting and his son, though? We have the Magician in the upright, the Knight of Cups, This is a very kind-hearted energy, idealistic. We have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So things that in feelings and thoughts that King Charles might have had for his son and about this meeting, unexpressed, hidden. Well, I don't think that things are going to go down really with Queen Camilla. This might represent here an obstacle. Somebody who might not be on board with this. It might also be that he is aware of the fact that the Queen of Cups here, I do believe this is Queen Camilla, might not have expected this outcome from the meeting. He might actually not share much with Queen Camilla about this. So it might be some sort of worry about how this might be received by his wife. I mean, he's willing to take action. He's willing to go towards his son with an open heart, wearing his heart on his sleeves, being, empathetic and, compassionate towards his son. But there's a problem here with Camilla. Let's put a few more cards to clarify. Why do we have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Cups in reverse? This is not what Camilla wants. She will not agree with this. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Seer, which is the High Priestess in reverse, I know this is going to be a long reading, but please stay with me. You can always, keep watching the video over a span of time. You can break it in section, watch a little bit at a time if you don't have time to stick with it for a while. Or you can increase the speed of of the video. I speak slowly, so if you increase the speed of the video, you can actually use less time to finish watching, and you will still understand very clearly what I'm saying. We have the King of Swords here, the Seer in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is something about Meghan. This is some sort of revelation about Meghan. And you have the King of Swords here. This is a very judgmental person. This is a person that is not, following the mind and the reason rather than the heart. This is somebody that likes honesty. This is somebody that wants to reveal something about the Queen of Wands, revealing something about Meghan Markle. This could be also the divorcee card. Maybe deep in his heart, and this is the unexpressed intention, goal, thought and feeling about his son. Deep in his heart, he probably wishes that Harry will divorce. But why do we have the Queen of Cups here? Anyway, this is what is coming through as an explanation. This could be the divorcee card. It could be Harry divorcing and disclosing, being honest and revealing the fact that there's no real relationship going on right now with Queen of Wands, or maybe a projection in the future. King Charles really hopes that Harry will divorce his wife. Interesting. Oh, well, they're working around here and making a lot of noise. Let's see if we can reduce the noise. Busy morning around here. All right. Well, maybe that was a confirmation that this is actually what these cards somehow intend. What is the message that they want to carry? He might have not expressed clearly to his son that he really wishes that his son will divorce Meghan Markle, but this is what was going through inside, unexpressed wishes, goals, intentions, feelings, thoughts. Actually, the way I'm reading the cards now together is that King Charles deep inside has any intention to help his son come forward, offer help, on condition, though, that he will stop giving his wife all these, satisfy all her wishes, because he secretly wants his son to divorce her. Let's see, what else could we ask the card? What does King Charles, and it was going to be my next question, what does he feel about Meghan? And I think these three cards answer the question. He would really like to have some sort of clarity, have some sort of revelation about her. This could be also a revelation of a secret concerning Meghan Markle. But let's ask the card again. Maybe we'll get some further clarification. This is about the revelation, clearly saying something about Meghan Markle, about the Queen of Wands, in reverse. She's a bully, that she's a very controlling and manipulating woman, that she has no good intentions. We have the Four of Coins in reverse. This is a safe that is sinking into the ocean after the tragedy of the sinking of the Titanic. And this is about, releasing something, letting go of something, possibly also giving something about material, like sort of money, goods. So what does King Charles really think about Meghan? The Two of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. The Strength card and the Five of Cups. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is somebody that wants reconciliation in order to get something, in order to get money. So he probably thinks that Meghan Markle, if it was discussed, I'm not sure, but let's say he believes that Meghan Markle is, out of focus, pushing for this reconciliation or making herself available to bridge the gap that was created between these two families. I would say the chasm, not even a gap, in order to get access to something, in order to get access to the safe full of money. This is what he thinks. And he actually, it says that she's, according to the cards, she wants to reconcile in order to get access to the money. She's being very patient, despite the fact that they don't have enough means right now, that financial disaster is looming very close on the horizon, and that for this reason she's going to show, repentance, being regretful in order to get the money. Yeah, this is what he thinks about Meghan according to the cards. Oh, just thought about that. This is a reading for entertainment purposes only, for the sake of speculation. I'm not stating any fact. I'm just reading the energies of the cards. So he thinks that Meghan is going to show this regretful side of her because secretly she is patiently waiting for money. Page of Cups in reverse. This might refer to the fact that he's not allowed to see the kids. The Page of Cups might represent the child. Sometimes in my readings, the Two of Swords. Yes, not allowed to see the kids. Not allowed to see the kids. The 8, the 7 of Swords. This is like a strategy. Somebody's strategy to keep him away from the kids. So it's like if you want to see your kids, you have to open the purse. So this is what he thinks about Meghan Markle. Now we're going into what did they actually say about Meghan? I'm going to use a different deck for this. What did they say about Meghan? If there was a conversation at all about Meghan Markle, what did they say? What was the conversation about? If they touched the topic Meghan Markle, what did King Charles and Prince Harry say? The Knight of Cups in reverse, that there is no love, falling out of love, falling out of love, falling out of love. The Temperance in reverse, lack of harmony. The Queen of Rods, Meghan again. So somebody here has fallen out of love, or there's disharmony here. There's no love, and that's her. It's our Queen of Rods is always Meghan Markle. The Three of Cups in reverse. Yep, that they're not in love anymore. They're not in love. Knight of Swords. Big argument and conflicts. Look, the house is on fire. This marriage is, I wouldn't even say it's on the verge of an ending. I think it has already ended. And it's just going on just to save face. 10 of Cups, the family's broken. Ace of Rods, 4 of Cups. There's no acceptance. It's about being rejected. There's no more love, no more passion. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's no more money. 6 of Pentacles. It's not giving any financial, not giving money to anybody. 5 of Rods in reverse. Conflict. 2 of Pentacles. Having to spin so many different things up in the air to make ends meet. 4 of Pentacles. Avidity, greed. And 9 of Swords, being very, very anxious about the state of the resources. Maybe somebody's hiding money. I don't know. And 5 of Swords, maybe they had big arguments, Harry and Meghan, about money. Somebody might have been holding the strings of the purse and not sharing, or not being honest about the use of money. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, again, lack of money. Look at the desperation here in this face. So the cards are coming together. Now, what I want to ask the cards is, what does Meghan think about this meeting between Harry and King Charles? The World. The Page of Cups in reverse. Again, this is about not letting King Charles see the kids. The 10 of Swords in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 2 of Rods. You know what I'm saying, what I'm seeing here is that she's not going to let King Charles see the kids. If there's no money, there will be no kids. There will be no contacts with his grandchildren. What does she secretly think about this possibility of a reconciliation between King Charles and Harry? We have the King of Rods in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse. Scheming. The King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. King of Pentacles in the upright and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's something about money. Something about money. She's getting very frustrated with this Seven of Pentacles in reverse. She's getting very frustrated because things are not going her way. There is no money. King of Swords and King of Rods in reverse. It's like not taking action, not making any decision, not having the power. I think she's getting very impatient with Harry because Harry is going nowhere. He's not bringing anything in to create the financial stability that she desires, that she wants. Growing very frustrated about money situations. There might have been like a confrontation between the two. You know, these are like two energies, and they're both in reverse, like very ill-dignified, both of them. There might have been an exchange of very strong words, bad words between the two. There's this desire of controlling, of, putting your foot over somebody else, stepping on somebody else's feet because of money, because somebody is not bringing money. And I really feel like she's playing the card of the grandchildren. The royal family is not going to get any access to those kids unless they pay. Page of Swords on the bottom. Let's go into Prince William and Princess Catherine. All right, let's see. How does Prince William feel about this tea meeting between his brother and his father? How does Prince William feel about this meeting between Harry and King Charles? How does he feel? Let's see, how did he react as well? What was his reaction? We have the Seven of Cups. How does William feel about this meeting? Oops. How does Prince William feel about this meeting? Seven of Cups. Let's keep going to clarify a little bit. So there is opportunities. Looking at the possible options. Looking at options, considering options. Castles in the air as well. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. One more. Actually, two more. We have the Empress. And the Page of Cups. In the heart here, there's an Ace of Cups in reverse. I think that he doesn't have any brotherly love and any sort of brotherly bond, sentimental bond with his brother. The cup is empty. It's really drained of all its content, drained of all its love. With the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands in reverse, it's like it really is over. Harry really went beyond what was acceptable. He did too much. What he did is unbearable for Prince William. This is why this situation completely drained him of any brotherly love. Then we have the Empress and the Page of Cups. This might refer to his wife. This is normally Princess Catherine will appear in my readings as the Queen of Pentacles. But now we're talking from the perspective of William. So this is how William sees his wife. This could be his wife, it could be his mother. And the Page of Cups. If he does, if he's considering any possibility of a reconciliation after what Harry did to him and his wife, and how much drained of any brotherly love he feels right now, because this has been overbearing for him. If he ever considers the possibility of moving any little baby step towards a reconciliation with his brother, it's going to be just for the love that he has for his mother. Or maybe because his wife will ask him and convince him. But if it was just up to him personally, he's done. Seven of Coins on the bottom. Let's see. Let's clarify a little bit this Empress here. And I really do feel like this is something regarding, taking the decision to actually giving the possibility of forgiveness or accepting the forgiveness for the love of this female figure in his life, which could be either his mother, the love for his mother, or the love for his wife. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups. He's tired of the secrets, he's tired of the lies, he's tired of the manipulations. Somebody here needs to come forward and apologize. Actually, this is what I'm seeing. Apologize to his wife. William might consider the possibility of a reconciliation after this overbearing situation here, on condition that Harry apologizes to his wife. He's tired of the lies. He wants the truth. He wants Harry to come forward, admit his wrongs, and apologize for what he did, especially to his wife. Bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor in reverse, followed by the Two of Coins in reverse, the Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Strength, and the Seven of Wands. Five of Swords and Five of Wands. He doesn't feel any love for his brother. And actually the energy here is pretty like being on the defensive. Don't trust him. Keep away from him. Put some healthy boundaries. This is not a person that is accepting the return of Harry. No, he definitely doesn't want the change to happen. He's really resisting this. He really is. I don't think he wants his father to drop any of these two coins in favor of Harry. He might be even upset with his father, because his father is giving Harry a possibility here. But if he does, if he even contemplate the possibility of some sort of reunion, it will be only because Harry will admit lying and will apologize to William's wife, Prince William's wife. So let's see how Princess Catherine feels about this meeting. I'm going to use this for her. Oops. How does Princess Catherine feel about this meeting between Harry and King Charles? What does she think? How does she feel? How does Princess Catherine feel and think about this meeting and the possibility of reconciliation between King Charles and Prince Harry? Harry Markle. Complete loss of self-respect and identity for Harry. So the Three of Coins And this is like the Three of Coins that we saw in the reading for King Charles. And this is about collaborating, some sort of collaboration. Keeping a watchful eye on the progress of the situation. So she's keeping an eye on how the situation evolves. The Lovers. Oh my goodness, these are exactly the two cards that we had for Charles. She might be feeling like Charles feels. The Emperor. She feels like two things. She may feel like the decision really is up to King Charles. It's up to him. It's not up to her. Harry is King Charles' son. It's up to him to accept his own son. His prerogative. She also feels like King Charles is open to this kind of reunion, reconciliation, reconnection with this kid. How does Princess Catherine feel? What are her hopes and fears about this reunion between Prince Harry and King Charles? How does she feel? The Five of Coins in reverse. And the King of Cups. This could be his own husband, her own husband, sorry, since King Charles appears here as the Emperor. She knows that her husband is not going to open the door, especially when it comes to financial help. This might be also that there's pride holding William, holding him back from reconnecting. If the Five of Coins is, the card of the cast out, but still the possibility of reaching out and asking for help. The Five of Coins in reverse is like not having any possibility, losing completely hope that she might receive help. She feels like William is not going to. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Coins in reverse, the Empress, the Six of Coins, the Devil in reverse, the Knight of Coins, the Four of Coins, and the Hierophant in reverse, Knight of Swords and the World. This is lack of forgiveness. This could be also the royal family, like the establishment of the royal family not being favorable, being quite mad and upset with Harry. This is about, keeping the purse closed, holding on to their money, not extending any help, keeping all to themselves. This is Knight of Coins. This could be the Virgo energy, Harry's energy, which right away, his birthday is coming up. Devil in reverse. Well, this is conditional love. The Six of Coins, it's like love and help with strings attached. There might be help for Harry on the condition that he frees himself from that devil of a woman, from the toxicity of his marriage. But there's the Empress and the Eight of Coins in reverse. It's like very laborious, very difficult, needs to work, something, situation that you need to work on quite a bit before something can come out of it. Well, she really feels like the decision is in King Charles' hands. But she knows that her husband will never, never, never accept the reconciliation. His door will stay shut. Unless, as we saw in Prince William's cards, there is a serious, authentic, loud apology to his wife. Let's clarify a little bit this Five of Coins and King of Cups. We have the Strength and the Seven of Coins and the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is about resisting, having patience. Having patience. The heart is not open towards Harry with this Queen of Cups in reverse. This is a need for her to protect herself. The Queen of Cups is usually very selfless, very giving. She needs to create more emotional balance when it comes to giving and receiving. And it feels like she finally understood that before opening the purse or opening their hearts to this guy ever again, she really needs to protect herself. And this is also clarifying the King of Cups and the Five of Coins here. Prince William wants to protect her because he knows that she's very kind-hearted. But this time she really needs to protect her heart. Ace of Swords in reverse, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, this Eight of Coins in reverse again. You know, somebody walking away, making the decision to walk away because things are not working. Deep inside, I don't think that Catherine has any expectation or any hope that this situation will actually work out because of the fracture between the two brothers. Okay, so this was, let's, do I want to pull another card? Let's see, an outcome. What's going to come next out of the situation? So that's the tea leaves. We have an airplane in reverse, so things are not going to move forward. We have the telephone that might indicate conversation, the horseshoe in reverse, lack of luck, the cannons in reverse, so no announcements, and the clock running out of time, and the eye in reverse, the mask, taking the mask off, revealing something. I don't think we're going to have any major progress, any major change for the best in this situation. It feels like this conversation between the two, the connection they have created, will not really produce anything significant, at least for right now. So we cannot expect any revelation, any big announcement. There won't be any of it. Man in reverse, lady in reverse, kisses, a ring, and hat. This could be something regarding the Meghan and Harry and their relationship. All right, so this was my reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a 1 hour and 8 minutes long reading. As I said before, you can, dissect it in different segments and watch it a little bit at a time. I hope you will enjoy it so much that you will watch the entire thing all at once. Or as I suggested, you can always speed up the speed of the video. Since I speak slowly, it will always be very easy for you to understand me, even if you increase the speed of this video. Thank you so much if you had the patience to be with me from the beginning to the end. I would like to remind you that I'm available for private reading. You can find the address to contact me at in the description of all my videos. You can contact me at that address to book a private reading. And until I see you next time, many blessings. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, help this channel gain some visibility. And I would consider that as an exchange of energy for what I put, out there, the content that I create, and an expression of appreciation from you. Your comments, constructive and respectful, are always welcome. I actually do enjoy reading them. I learn a lot from you. I love the interactions. I love the exchange of ideas. So don't hesitate to leave your feedback. Thank you. Many blessings.